Good morning, schools of South Yorkshire. I hope you're really enjoying this fantastic climate conference that you're all taking part in at the moment. My name is Rich and I work for an organisation called Planet Super League. Now, at Planet Super League, what we do is we bring two of the best things in the world together. So we've got climate action, which is what you're learning about at the moment, and climate change and sustainability. We bring that together with the other best thing in the world, which is football. And we work with more than 60 professional football clubs from all over the UK to do this. So we have clubs in the Premier League that take part in the Champions League. We have clubs in Yorkshire. We have clubs all over the country, right the way down to the National League. And hopefully the football club that you support is taking part. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a really short video, which was shown on the news recently, that summarises what we do at Planet Super League and the competition that we just had, which is very recently finished. So please enjoy this video that will last a couple of minutes, and I'll speak to you shortly.
Our football, shall we? Because we've got West Bromwich Albion against Aston Villa with a twist.
Yes, that's right. Pupils across the West Midlands are using the power of football to help in the fight against climate change. It's quite an interesting one, this. A national competition kicked off today with the help of some of our clubs, and Ben Sidwell has more.
Welcome to St Patrick's Primary Academy in Earlswood, Solihull, as the litter pickers of West Bromwich Albion take on the Aston Villa climate changers in the Planet Super League Schools versus Climate Tournament. It's a competition to find the greenest school in the country. For the next 6 weeks, pupils across the UK will be trying to score as many green goals as possible by taking part in activities that help reduce their and their families' carbon footprint.
We'll see families and children who are aware of climate change and understand that it's an issue, but don't know what they can do about it. And that entry point of football that everybody is so passionate about, and that competition element engages them to take these small actions and start that journey to, doing their little bit to help the planet.
I think it's a brilliant idea, to be honest, linking football to helping the environment and the planet. I mean, the children here anyway are very familiar with the problems of climate change.
It's not just on the pitch where they can score. Walking to school, shorter showers and meat-free meals can all bag green goals for their team. Well, it's half-time, it's really close, and it's all to play for. So, on to the second half, and it's all about getting the rubbish in the bin. Not like that. Helping support the schools try and climb the league table are more than 50 professional clubs.
The schools can help talk about environmental issues, but when you've got the power of football behind it as well, it can really help some of the kids get really engaged in helping improve the environment.
It's really good working with the other clubs with it, and getting the rivalry, because I think the children, them supporting the teams and seeing us there, they can really get involved with it and get the friendly rivalry too. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I think it's very nice because children get to play and have fun while helping the environment. If the animals get any rubbish, they could die, and so we can pick it up by helping the environment. Hope we win, and I think we'll do amazing.
Planet Super League's first Schools versus Climate Change champions will be crowned later next month. Ben Sidwell, BBC Midlands Today, Earlswood.
Bit of a healthy competition, fantastic.
I hope you enjoyed our video there on BBC News, and you will have seen two of our partner clubs featured in the video in Aston Villa and West Bromwich Albion. Now, as I said previously, there are loads of football clubs taking part, and hopefully the football club that you support is one of them. Now, what happens in Planet Super League is anybody associated with your school, whether it's you watching this video, whether it's your teacher, whether it's another member of staff in the school, whether it's your parents, your family, your friends at home, anybody that is associated to your school community can sign up to Planet Super League, and it's completely free. And when you sign up, what happens is you choose your favourite football club from the list, you then choose your school, and you then choose a team name, which is like a username. We don't take your actual name, we just ask for a username that will show on the platform. When you've done that, every time you score a goal, or as we refer to them, a green goal, and I'll talk to you more about that in a second, that goal will register not only for the football club that you have chosen to support, but also for your school. Now, what that means is if your friend sitting next to you supports one team and you support a different team, you can both score goals for different football clubs, but at the same time, both score goals for the same school. So they add up differently like that. So if you choose your football club, it doesn't have to be the same football club as somebody else in your school. That'll save some arguments, hopefully. And the way that you score these green goals, on our website at planetsuperleague.com, there are absolutely loads of activities. We have over 100. They're not all live at the same time, but we have well over 100 activities that are all good for the planet and sometimes linked into football as well. And those activities might be things like walking to school instead of driving. It might be trying a meat-free meal. It might be taking a slightly shorter shower than usual. It might be doing something to reuse an object instead of throwing it away, or we try and make recycling fun by doing some skills and kicking it into the recycling bin instead of just placing it in, things like that. So there's absolutely loads of activities. Some of them are focused on enjoyment. Some of them are focused on the impact that you will have on the planet. And every time that you complete one of these activities, you score what might be 1 goal, it might be 2 goals, it might be 3, 5 or 10 goals, depending on how much impact that activity has on the planet, right? And every time you, your friends, your classmates, your teachers score these goals, your school is progressing in this competition. And sometimes we have school league tables and the school will climb that league table. Sometimes we have football club league tables and the club that you represent will climb that league table. But what we always have is we can show you the impact that you have made on the planet by completing these activities. So if you have completed loads and loads of activities, it will say in kilograms of CO2 emissions, the exact amount that you have prevented from being released into the atmosphere. And then to make it easier to understand, we tell you how many trees that is the equivalent of planting as well. And all that is shown on your impact page and on the league table. So it's nice and simple. And what I'm going to do today for you as well is I'm going to say that, first of all, we've got a brand new competition that's going to kick off at the end of March that will run through until the start of May. So it's going to last for about 5 or 6 weeks. And we would absolutely love for your school to take part. Now, to do that, any member of staff from your school has to do is email us at schools@psl for planetsuperleague.football. That's schools@psl.football. Or visit our website, planetsuperleague.com, and click on the schools tab, and all the information you will need will be shown there. So please do get your teachers to check that out, get your school involved, but you can get involved yourself at home, even if the school aren't involved, because there are activities to do in school, there are activities to do at home, and whenever and wherever you are, there are things that you can do that are good for the planet, and more importantly, score these green goals for your football club or for your school to take part in this competition. Now, we've got loads of prizes. Every time we do a competition, we have a trophy. So the winning football club will lift a trophy, and you can be responsible for winning that trophy for your favourite football club. Okay, so you don't have to be on the pitch as a professional to do that. You get to do it as a supporter. But we also have other prizes. So the school or the football club that are the most impactful in a season, we pay to protect 1,000 football pitches worth of trees in the rainforest in the name of that club or school. So there's loads of really exciting stuff that takes place, and we would love for you to be a part of this next competition. So check out the website, planetsuperleague.com, hit the schools tab to check out information for how schools can get involved, but anybody can get involved for their football club anyway. And the last thing I'm going to say today is I'm going to set you a little activity that I would love for you to complete. And this is just one example of some of the classroom activities you can complete in school to score goals for your club or school. But as I said, there's loads of practical stuff you can do away from that too. Now, the activity I'm going to set today is going to be a worksheet that I will show you right at the end of the session. And it is about the most damaging 11 versus the least damaging 11 modes of transport. So what we've done is we've got 2 football pitches for you, and you've got to set out into a formation. It might be a 4-4-2, a 4-3-3, a 3-5-2. If you're not a football fan, it doesn't matter what formation you use, so long as there are 11 players on the pitch. And when I say players, what I mean is modes of transport. You will see the modes of transport selected at the bottom of the activity sheet, and you've got to choose which 11 you think play for the most damaging team and which 11 you think play for the least damaging team. And when I say damaging, what I mean is damaging to the planet. So thinking about their emissions and how damaging using that mode of transport is for the environment, and then organising it into the appropriate football pitch. Now, before I share that worksheet with you, that activity worksheet, which should be self-explanatory, I'm going to show you one last video, which is of a season we ran a few months ago, which was called Cup 26. And if you were familiar with COP26, which took place in Glasgow, which was the World Summit of Climate Action, where all the world leaders came together. We ran in partnership with that. You might see a few famous faces on the video because we had a few footballers working with us. We had a visit from the Prime Minister and loads of exciting stuff going on. So please enjoy this really short video that I'll share with you now.
I'm Lucas Moura, and this is No Moura Landfill.
I support Tottenham. I support Liverpool. And I support climate action.
So I hope that video shows you how much fun you can have taking part in Planet Super League. It's a really good, fun competition. It's enjoyable and it makes a difference. But equally, you can learn loads from taking part, about climate action, about what you can do in your own everyday life to make a difference to the planet. So the last thing before I say goodbye to you is I'm going to share the worksheet with you, and I would love for you to have a go at completing that worksheet now, if you wouldn't mind. So I'm going to share that on the screen now. Hopefully you'll have access to a printed copy or a copy on the screen, and you can do it in your notebooks. And we would love you to send those entries into us if you get the chance. Please hand them over to your teachers, and they might be able to scan them in or email over to us at schools@psl.football, or they can share with us on our social media channels if you search for Planet Super League. Thanks very much. Enjoy the rest of the conference and keep learning, because this is a really, really important topic and you guys can make a massive difference.
Hi everyone, it's Patrick Bamford, Leeds United striker. It's amazing how your school is competing in Planet Super League. All of us can make a massive difference if we make small changes to our daily lives. Go out there and score as many green goals as you can.